So I think it's safe to say that we've been having a lot of fun in the latest snapshots with these movable water sources. First off, we made the water sprinkling machine, which was supposedly meant to put out forest fires, but it didn't really work. And then, of course, we built this thing, which is the ocean building machine, which is totally and utterly ridiculous, really overpowered, and probably the worst nightmare of any server owner out there, because, I mean, how on earth are you going to deal with this? Like, people are going to be building these all over the place and just destroying worlds. So I do apologize for constructing it. Today, what we're going to be doing is creating something that hopefully can't be used for evil. In fact, it should be pretty useful. So, one problem that you often run into when working on cobble farms is that occasionally the lava will spread and it will take out the water source block that you have. But now I'm assuming if we have a setup that looks a little bit like this, in theory, it shouldn't be able to take out, well, really anything. What? That's not what I expected to happen. What? Guys, this isn't good news at all. Well, that's obviously going to fly out that way. Oh, what on earth do I do now then? Seriously. Okay, that may not have been the dream start, but I'm not going to give up hope just yet. So I've come up with an idea for something that could potentially work. So let's just see. Well, we do have cobblestone there, so that's definitely a solid start. And if we just take out these blocks and throw an item on the inside here. Okay. Are we finding a rhythm here? Is this... It doesn't seem to be a rhythm. We're definitely generating something, but it's not fast. There's a chance that I was overcomplicating things just a tiny bit, but I've just created this tiny little structure here, and although it's reliable, this lava will never turn this water into cobblestone. It's slow as anything. I mean, look at this thing. It's pants. It's absolutely pants. I was expecting high speed here. Okay, I've gone back to the drawing board once again, and I've come up with a slightly new design concept, which moves this water source back and forth over the top of the lava, and then we also have this little piston underneath, which pushes the lava out. I also created this super simple design, which really is, I mean, this thing is tiny. Because look, the water source is being moved and that also pushes the cobblestone, but that was just as slow. So that's why we've headed over here to build this thing. Now let's see. Okay, this needs to be on a redstone torch. Because it should pop back. Yeah, okay. 2 seconds. Things are definitely getting faster, but I don't know how useful this machine actually is. So as you can see, so we've got this piston here, that generates the cobblestone, and it generates it pretty consistently every single time. And it's designed so that this water will never flow over to that lava and cause it to turn into obsidian. That's essentially what we're trying to fight against here. And as you can see, it does work. It works. That's also not particularly groundbreaking. I really want to know how to make this like super fast. I'd love to make it ridiculously quick, but we seem to be limited here. Maybe we're going the wrong way here. Maybe instead of pushing things out to the side, we should be pushing our cobblestone upwards. So we have a bunch of regular pistons underneath here. We'll then have all of the lava going across like this, and then we'll have pistons that are facing across in this direction, probably back here, and that will mean that the water that drops down will never have the opportunity to actually reach this lava, so that it should never break. We should never have any issues. That's what I want. That would be the best end goal, if we can get 100% reliability in this cobblestone farm. Which won't be happening with this design here because of the way that the water will be here, and then it will have the ability to flow down while it's in this position as well as being in this position. So that isn't perfect. Okay. If we were to place the sticky pistons facing downwards here, and then we had the iron bars on their faces there, if we extended the iron bars down, then that would give the lava the opportunity to move without the water being there, and then we could retract this water upwards. So pull it up like that, and then the lava would be next to it, it would generate cobblestone, and these pistons would extend, pushing this up. I think that makes sense. I think that could work. Maybe, potentially, probably not. Now, I feel like it's worth mentioning at this point in this snapshot video that, of course, these snapshot videos are very much experimental. I'm just experimenting with different new game mechanics and seeing exactly what we can do with them, if they're useful, if they're not useful, if we can use them in Redstone designs or not. That's essentially what we're trying to work out here, and I think this could be something that we can use. We just have to be smart about it, and I need to make use of my one brain cell, and he's working extremely hard right now. But I may need to give him a pay rise because I think it's sort of functioned. That looks pretty good to me. So the water pops up at exactly the same time as the lava popping up. And there we go, we've got a 12 high wall. We can break all of this down, and all of that cobblestone is being regenerated. I mean, that's worked out quite nicely, and there is no way that it can break, because look, the water doesn't get even the slightest opportunity of flowing anywhere. It just pops up and back down. That's it. So that's all well and good, but I thought it would be worth making it a tiny bit more efficient, so I've gone and added a second half. So there we have the pistons. Now if we just line up all of the lava here. Now I wonder why some of these are going at different times. Not that it causes an issue with the design, but is it based on when they're placed? That's very, very strange. Either way, this thing is working, so we now have a 2-wide cobblestone generator that isn't really that big, at least I don't think, and we're definitely not getting any breakages here. Okay, I kind of take back the fact that it's not very big, because now I've added in this top section which pushes the cobblestone across. It is starting to look like a slightly larger redstone contraption, but as you can see, it's still working well. So we've got no breakages, everything's working reliably there, and also I am struggling to break through this in creative mode at full speed, which is always a good sign in terms of efficiency. If you're going to be mining this out with the pickaxe, there's no way you're going to be able to compete with this speed, especially with cobblestone, as cobblestone takes a little bit longer to break. So there we go. That is the cobblestone generator, making use of the new mechanics in the game. I'll be interested to see what you guys make of this. Is this a useful game mechanic when it comes to cobblestone generation and stone generation? Is this something that you can make use of to make these farms more efficient or perhaps more reliable? Or is it just something that, although it does work in this scenario, isn't really that useful in the grand scheme of things? I'm interested to know. I'm going to continue playing around with it. I'm going to see what I can come up with here. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, for the time being, that is all I've got time for today. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please drop to that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later. Oh, and as per usual, check out the latest film on the filming channel. New one released just today. Link will be on the end screen.